So I've got my trips, I've got my brushes, and my e-scooters all locked up on the outside. We're ready to go. Just to note that I checked in at 9:30 this time round, and already there's a sizable crowd at the queues outside. So you roughly know what time to come in. If you're not sure, check out this video. So if you're bringing your e-scooter or bicycle, remember to leave it on the outside because you're not allowed to e-scoot in there or bike in there. One more item they didn't include in this diagram: no drones are allowed. We're in the Istana. Welcome. This is the second day of the Chinese New Year. It is a public holiday and hence the open house. Security took about 5 minutes to clear, so that was really piece of cake. So since this is my second visit to the Istana, I know exactly where I want to go, and hopefully nothing is obstructing that building that I want to paint. We're quick approaching the center gate, and that was where I painted the last time. So that's where the main tent is, and that's where all the activities for today will be held at. Well, most of the main activities. Yes, look at that. And this building, the Istana, it's finally open and ready after renovations. So the Istana opens 5 times a year to the public, and I'm not in Singapore all year round, so I try to come whenever there is an Istana open house. So I'm gonna slow down over in this section right now. I just wanna impress upon you guys how important the drawing bit is for even when you're painting. Drawing is key. If you don't have your drawing down right, or if you're weak in your drawing, it's gonna show in your painting or in your colors when you add them later on. The Istana building sits on top of a hill, some 41 meters above sea level. Before the skyscrapers of the CBD were built, it was possible to see the Indonesian islands to the south and the hills of Johor to the north on a clear day. The Istana is similar to many 18th century Neo-Palladian style buildings built by the British, with tropical layout like a Malay house surrounded by verandas, louvered windows and panelled doors. Cross ventilation allows for a cool and airy interior. Guess who's here today? Yay!
Hi! The mainly 学生 that reached the area.
Remember, bring your sketchbook.
Yeah. Every time I manage to just sketch a little bit of everything.
Okay, 12 noon, I'm done here. Let's go check out how Chris is doing. She decided to sit down and sketch.
I'm not used to your color.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Not complete.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit more though.
Yeah.
And then the flag.
Details of it.
Yeah. The very nice sky, very soft. This also, it's pretty. We are urban sketchers and we are suckers for chops and stems.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Istana is a gorgeous, well-kept, beautifully pruned landscape. It really reminds me of what I see overseas. and I think this is a gem for plein air painters. If you're ever around the area and if it's one of these public holidays, namely the Chinese New Year, Labor Day, Hari Raya, Deepavali and National Day, do drop by. I'm gonna keep coming back and documenting what I see. I'll leave the information to the open houses down where the description box is, so do go over there for reference. Built in 1908, the villa was designed in the black and white bungalow style, which was typical of that period. It served several purposes, including as the official residence of the 8th Decam, the private secretary's bungalow in 1916, and the Attorney General's house in 1958. Until the end of 1984, the villa was used to accommodate state visitors. Among its many illustrious guests were Premier Deng Xiaoping and Prime Minister Elliot Trudeau. Just got done with the conference room. And I'm glad that I bumped into Chris. We had sort of a little mini sketch walk happening there, impromptu. Once again, hope you enjoy the post that I'm putting out. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Until the next Istana visit, which will be, I think, on Labor Day, May 1st. Ciao ciao. One more tip, guys. It's time to check how long the queue is. It's 3 p.m. and closing time is at 6. Okay, jam-packed. There are two entrances on the left and the right. I suggest you come at 8:30 if you're interested, when it's much cooler and when the crowds are almost non-existent. The Chinese New Year, Labor Day, National Day, Deepavali, is that 5? Labor Day, National Day, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, and one more.